It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a game over the cover. This defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
That's complete to McBride. Uses the stiff arm. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Murray. This goes out wide for Mixon. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here.
They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Walker on first down. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
What was that? Are you kidding me?
They'll run for it. It's Walker going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Murray. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay, but they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
Mixon with a first down carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. got some space here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
First down, Murray. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another try for Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Go-to-go situation. Expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it. Murray now, third and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Seahawks at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can easily see coming and the shot
It's close, but it was going through.
Yeah, could have been a safety, or even give up a defensive touchdown.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Ross on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll give it to Mixon. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
They'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running out, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Looking to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's McBride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground. Despite the lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, but they feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from the lead horse, that will help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Murray now. Looking for Campbell downfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on fourth down with a penalty. Mixing up the middle. Oh, he bowls over him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. An option handoff here to Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Cody Barton there to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the gun, Murray. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Second down and goal. Murray. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Fielded at the 20. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there. A big one.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dallas Goedert, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd and 5. Green. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
And they will get back to it in one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8. the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still...